Hey all, we want to inform you that IDM Tech Guru has come back to you with MS Office, tuitions for classes 1 to 10 in all the subjects, as well as SailPoint and Octa training as well as support.
Okay, so first it will ask me to close if any application window is open. Before that, I have to save. If I'm not saving it, see right now it is untitled. I didn't save it, right? So first I have to save it, then close all the opened application. Then only I have to go and click on shutdown button. Okay, then only I have to shut down. This is the right way in which you have to switch off your computer. So once you click on the shutdown, then the power management hardware turns off the power automatically. Now you can turn off the computer's power supply. So this is how you have to follow. So what are the steps? Can you revise?
Yeah.
First we have to save all the
Ma'am, you have to save all the data. Then the
all the
second one is you have
data
to close all the application.
all the data. Okay, fine. Unsaved data needs to be saved. Then
Then you should close all the application programs.
close the application programs.
Then like automatically the operating system will shut down and close all the programs, services and all the processes.
Hmm. So then OS shuts down by, please write along with me so that it will be there in your brain for a longer time. Shuts down by closing its programs, services, and processes. Okay. After that, the power management hardware turns off the computer. Now you can turn off the main supply, that is power supply. Okay, please make a note of these points. Are you writing? Jiva?
Yes, ma'am, writing.
Ah.
Ma'am, you have written turn, ma'am, instead of turn.
You understood now, you change it. Done?
Turn.
Okay, now let's talk about operating system. So in short, we call it as OS. OS stands for operating system. So what does this do? So computer is a machine, we know that, right? Because it is a machine, it don't have the capacity to take decisions and do work on its own. That's the reason we need to instruct it in each and every step. But will the computer understand our language? If I tell it the computer to shut down, will it do?
No.
No. So we need to give the instructions in a language which the computer understands, right? But computer doesn't understand our language. So there should be some platform in which our instructions are translated into computer understandable language. So that task is done by operating system, right? Understood? So
Yes,
operating
ma'am.
system is considered to be an interface between the user and the hardware. So what is operating system? Interface between user and hardware means all the devices which we are connected to the computer. So thus we require an interface between the user and the hardware so that we can communicate or we can make the computer work as we require. So this operating system acts like that interface and the computer interprets the instruction given by the user with the help of operating system. So it is a master program, you can say, which makes our PC alive and helps in running different applications. So you can also call operating system as master program. So to speak in the real life scenario, in our school, we have our principal ma'am, right? So she is responsible for all the departments, all the classes, all the teachers and students and admin staff. So instead, if she says that I will take care of only Jiva Priya's class, I am not concerned about any other's class. So will they accept? Is that an
No,
acceptable
ma'am.
behavior? No.
No, no.
Similarly, operating system is responsible for the entire tasks of the computer, not only one particular system. As principal is to school, operating system is to computer. And there is one more scenario wherein a particular application will be there, that is your class teacher. So your class teacher is responsible mostly for your class, right? She won't be bothered about the other classes, other sections and other departments of the school.
Yeah.
So that
Yes.
is like an individual program. Suppose MS Paint is there, this paint window. So this deals only with the drawing of pictures or, working with colors. You can insert picture and modify it, edit it. Like that, it is responsible for two particular few operations. So it is like your class teacher, who is responsible for a few, like, one particular thing. For example, MS Word or PowerPoint. So those are specific applications which does only specific task, right? So that's the difference between operating system and the normal program. So operating system is considered as system program or system software, and the normal MS Word and these are called application softwares, which are specific to a particular task. So the hardware provides the user with the basic physical resources to work upon. The application or utility softwares empowers the user to perform a variety of functions on the computer. Like we can solve problems using calculator program, we can create documents using MS Word, we can play games, etc. And operating system acts as a central coordinator between hardware and software. So few of the operating systems which are existing in the current world are Windows. The mostly used operating system is Windows. Other than that, you have Mac operating system, Linux, Unix, and DOS. So Linux, Unix, and DOS, these are mostly character based. So you won't see any graphical images, icons, colors, everything here. Windows and Mac OS are GUI based, that is graphical user interfaces. So understood so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then we have types of operating system. So there are different types which we have to speak in the operating system. So computers have taken a giant stride towards excellence and high performance. So this has been possible only due to the evolution of operating system. If you're not able to communicate easily with the computer, will anyone use operating system or the computers? So initially, to write one simple line of a program, they used to spend days and days to understand its language and to make the computer understand our language. So if that was the situation, will you be able to take up? Will I be able to take up?
No, ma'am.
No, right? We won't be able to do that. So because of the invention of the operating system, the scenario has changed. Most of the people are trying to learn and use it. So single user operating system is one such type, wherein in these operating systems, they could support only one user to do anything at a time. Like Windows operating system right now we are using. So when you are working on the computer, any other person can come and work there.
No, ma'am.
Only one user at a time, right? So such type
Yes.
of operating systems are called single user operating systems. And other than that, you have multi-user operating systems also. So how does this work? Multi-user operating systems allows more than one user to use the same computer at the same time. Like if you use this kind of operating systems like Linux or Unix, and in Windows also you have 2000. So if you are using any of those operating systems at a time, multiple users can work. The terminals will be different, but using one operating system, many people can sit together and work. Okay, that is allowed. And then you have GUI, that is graphical user interface, as I have told you. So these operating systems is graphic based and interactive in nature. That is, we can click, so it will open something. If you double click, it will open something. If you right click, it will open the contextual menu. Like that, interaction between the computer and the user will be there with a single mouse click, like Windows operating system, Macs, Linux, etc. But in Unix, we don't have that facility. For everything to open anything, we have to write code. So that was very difficult to use the character-based operating systems. Then you have multitasking operating systems. So the ability to perform more than one task at the same time is called multitasking, like our mothers does every time. So on one stove, she'll be cooking. On the other hand, she'll be washing the utensils. And on the other hand, she'll come and wake you up in the morning,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So our
That's
parents are
true.
multitaskers, right? So
Yeah.
similarly, our operating system is also multitasking, which performs many tasks at a time. Okay, and then we have multi-threading. So these are the operating systems which allow different parts of application or program to run simultaneously, like Windows and X, Windows 2000, Linux, and all. So all these allows us to work on the different parts of our application at a time. That becomes our multi-threading operating system. And then we will see the functions of operating system. So what does operating system do basically? We have been speaking that it will do that, it will do this, it is the responsible for that, it is responsible for this. Without operating system, it's very difficult to communicate. But let's see how and what it does. So to manage and share the hardware and software resources of a computer system, we use operating system. So manages or manage and share the hardware and software resources. So that is, it is working in between hardware and software, right? And to provide an interface to the users to communicate to the computer. interface to the users. And then to communicate with each application or interactive user about the status of the operation and any error that may have occurred. So communicates between each application or user. If there are multi users, it will communicate between different users at a time. And also to secure the system and block unauthorized access to the system. So all these are the jobs of a operating system. This is an important question. Please make a note of it.
Yes, ma'am.
So you
Ma'am, the
have a
point you're typing is an important question, right?
functions of an operating system.
Yeah.
So if you see, there is a picture also, graphic, I mean, a flowchart kind of picture also is there. User,
Yeah.
application program, operating system is also called as kernel. Then hardwares are like CPU, memory, and devices. So all these are managed by the operating system. Users, application programs, kernel, and hardware.
Yes.
Clear so far?
Yeah.
Can you summarize me what you have learned so far quickly
From functions.
from OS? What do
Okay.
you understand by operating system? Please tell me that.
Ma'am, so there are different types of operating system. The
Mm.
first one was single user
What is
operating system.
OS?
Operating system.
What does it do? What it is basically? So
Ma'am, it's like
as soon as someone shoots up your question, what is operating system? It should come out even if you are sleeping from your mouth that it
yeah.
is an interface between hardware and software, or it is an interface between user and the computer. It should come out automatically.
Okay.
Remember that it's very important. Okay, and I have been talking about graphical user interface. When I'm speaking about this, I have told you like character user interface. For everything, you need to write the command. So let's
Yeah.
see one such operating system, which is called DOS. DOS stands for Disk Operating
Operating system.
System. So when I have first learned, so DOS commands, we used to have DOS commands. So I will show you how it looks like. So see, this is how the interface looks like. To create a folder, to open a file, there will be some commands like cd means create a folder. Cd, uh, Jiva. So where we have to create like that in under users admin, some commands I forgot the commands also. So we need to give commands over here. So these are the first things which we will be taught. So when I have first completed my class 10, I have been sent to learn these commands. So we used to
Ma'am,
have
you
only
got
this.
PCNC.
10th, when I have
You
finished my
got
10th.
PCNC.
Till then, we don't even used computers. In our school, we don't have computers also.
Okay.
Okay. So these were this is the one of the operating system which is called DOS. So this is how you will be writing commands. So using command prompt, still you can work on it if you're really interested. I will tell you a few commands. 1 minute, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then DO, DO stands for Disk Operating System. So this is a type of system software that runs from a hard disk drive. Okay, so DOS runs from hard disk drive. Remember that point.
Yeah.
DOS runs from hard disk drive. HDD, hard disk drive. Okay, so it is a command line operating system where a user needs to type a command for every action to be performed on the computer. Just now I have shown you. To create a folder also you have to write a command. To open a file also you need to write a command. To delete something you have to write a command, which is very difficult. So DOS can support multiple directories. So in Windows, we call it as folder. The same thing is called as directory in DOS. So it supports multiple directories. That is, multiple folders can be created. Disk compression and fragmentation is also maintained in that. That is dividing the memory space into parts. So its command line utility makes it difficult for beginners to use. See, I have been in this phase. So DOS does not support multiple users or multitasking as it can run only one program at a time. So it's a single user operating system. DOS was most commonly found operating system in IBM PCs that were developed by the Microsoft in 1981. So just like the TV monitors, olden TV monitors will be there, no? Our computer used to be like that. The screen used to be like that. And there we used to work. So this is one of the operating system that is DOS. And then we have Linux. This is other type of operating system that is open source and free. So that most of the companies will be using this Linux because it's open. They don't have to buy it. Like Windows, we need to buy the operating system. It is chargeable. That's why most of the companies prefer working with Linux. And it was developed by a person called Linus Torvalds in the year 1991, and it has become the most popular alternative to other costly operating systems due to its amazing features given below. So what are the features of Linux? That it is portable. That is, you can carry the operating system in a device from one computer to other computer. It allows multitasking, multi-programming. That is, we can run many programs at a time. Open source, that is for free. It is accepting or it is following hierarchical file system. Hierarchical file system means you will have a main folder, subfolders, and files in it, like that. If you're following a particular pattern, that is called hierarchical file system. Then security. So all these are maintained by the or possible using Linux. That's why it is called as very popular operating system that time. And Windows, we all know. Windows is the other type of operating system which is supporting graphical user interface. So it is a series of GUI operating systems which are developed, marketed, and sold by the company Microsoft. And Windows operating system was the first graphical user interface for IBM compatible PCs, which soon dominated the PC market. So it has ruled, like still it is under boom because of the flexibility, because of the easiness to the users. It has become very popular. So these are few of the operating systems which are related to computers. So not only in computers, but in mobiles and other devices also, we are using operating system. So let's see about those. Mobile operating system. So can you read that? Are you there?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I thought I was unmuted.
Mm.
Yes, ma'am. Mobile operating system. Mobile operating system is
Read
also known as
slowly so
mobile
that
OS.
you will understand what you are reading.
OS. It is particularly designed to operate smartphones, PDAs, tablets, and other mobile devices.
PDAs
Mobile
are
operating
nothing
system.
but, one second. PDAs are nothing but handheld devices which you can carry in one hand, like smartphones, PDA stands for Personal Digital Assistant. Basically, those are handheld computers which will fit in your hand. Yeah, please
Yes.
continue.
And other mobile devices. Mobile operating system is a software which provide platform on which other programs or applications can run on mobile devices. There are various kinds of mobile operating system used in smartphones such as BlackBerry, RAM, Android, Google, iOS, Apple, Symbian, Nokia, and Windows Mobile, Microsoft.
Mm. So in mobile, the operating system what we are using is called Android operating system. So all the smartphones, most of the smartphones use Android as operating system, and iPhones use iOS as the operating system. That is a different one. So it is there still developed by Apple. So Android is the world's most popular mobile operating system. Most of the
Ma'am, what
phones
does
just like,
I stand for?
um,
iOS. What does I stands for?
I don't know. Mm, there is nothing, I think. No definition, no full form, I think.
Okay.
Okay. So Android, just like how Windows has become popular, similarly in the mobile world, Android operating system has become so popular. So it is the world's most popular mobile operating system. It is a open source. It is Linux based platform initially developed by the company or the organization called Android Inc. In the year 2003 and later on it was purchased by Google in 2005. The green robot is the logo for the Android operating system. You might have seen this image. When you start your computer, or sometimes you will be seeing this green color robot. So this resembles or this identifies the Android operating system. Okay. So Android operating system turns your phone into a powerful web browser, just like you're using your computer. All the applications will be running on your phones also using the help of this Android OS. So you can use web browsers, game consoles, and personal assistant all in one in the Android OS. Then the other type of operating system is not type, the other operating system is Symbian. So this is also a mobile operating system which is specially created for smartphones. This was originally developed by Symbian Limited and is currently maintained by Accenture. You might have heard about the company Accenture. So Symbian was primarily used by Nokia phones and was also used by many major mobile phone brands like Samsung, Motorola, and Sony Ericsson. Android overtook in the year 2010. Until then, it was the most popular operating system for smartphone. So from past 1 or 2 decades, this Android have taken up the place of Symbian. Now you have iOS. So Apple phones mostly use this operating system, and it is the world's most advanced mobile operating system. It was originally released in 2007 and is used to run the iPhone, iPad, and iPad Touch. So what is iPad? What is I in iPad? The same thing should be there for iOS also. Let's see. Mm, Nothing is there for IMA. They have just mentioned it, I think. Okay, we will ask the CEO of Apple. So initially it was known as iPhone operating system. Unlike other mobile operating systems such as Android and Windows, Apple does not authorize iOS for installation on any non-Apple hardware. That is, this operating system is specific only to Apple devices. So therefore, our iOS devices are created exclusively for its hardware. Apply designs the Apple designs the iOS devices to maintain a high level of security without compromising the user's experience. Due to their exceptionality of apps, games, and features, iOS devices cost more than any other mobile operating system gadgets available in the market. So, because of the operating system, it is specific to only Apple devices. That's the reason it is so expensive. iPhones are very expensive compared to normal mobiles, right? This is the reason. Then we have Windows mobile operating system
Ma'am.
for mobile also. Yes, ma?
Ma'am, we're getting stuck a lot, ma'am.
I didn't get you. Your voice is breaking. Can you repeat again?
Yeah.
What did you
Ma'am, your
say?
voice is breaking a lot.
My voice is breaking. Even your voice is
Yes,
breaking.
ma'am.
Now is it okay? I could hear you now. Is
Yes,
this
ma'am. Now I can hear.
okay? So I was talking about different operating systems: Android, Symbian, iOS, and Windows Mobile. Windows, I need to speak.
Yes.
So iOS is for Apple. Okay, because it is specific to only Apple devices. It was very expensive. That's what I have told. And coming to mobile operating system, Windows mobile operating system,
Ma'am, again.
again it is breaking. So this ends our. Okay, let's reconnect once. Log out and log in again.
Hope you like our videos. Please do like, share, and subscribe.